This is a sub $1,000 gaming PC build that packs a graphics card with 16GB of VRAM. Hi guys, welcome back to the PC Forge. In today's video, we're putting together a gaming PC with all brand new and current gen components, including a GPU that has 16GB of VRAM and all for under $1,000. Now, I was actually able to put it together for around $850 thanks to a Micro Center bundle deal that I grabbed a few weeks ago, which unfortunately is no longer available. But if you do have access to Micro Center, you can still pick up a bundle deal with the exact same CPU. It'll just cost you around $50 more, which still keeps the total comfortably under $1,000. With that being said, we'll go over every single component that went into the build. We'll put them together, run some benchmarks, and then I'll share my final thoughts. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and let's get forging. We'll start with the bundle deal I picked up from Micro Center, which at the time it cost me $270. It came with the Ryzen 5 9600X, which is an excellent gaming chip that can easily handle most GPUs available today. The motherboard included is the Asus Prime B650M. Now, here's the catch. It isn't CPU ready out of the box, but the good news is it does have BIOS flashback, which means you can update the BIOS without needing to install a 7000 series CPU first. A huge lifesaver. Rounding out the bundle is 32GB of DDR5 memory from G.Skill clocked at 6000 megatransfers. It's what I call the new standard kit for gaming builds today. Reliable, fast, and nothing fancy to really worry about. For storage, I'm once again going with a 1TB NVMe M.2 from Crass. In my experience, this has become my go-to Gen 4 SSD. It's reliable, performs consistently, and you can usually find it on Amazon for around $50 to $55. For cooling, I'm using an air tower from Up Here. It's simple, super sleek looking, and more than enough to keep the 9600X in check. And it only cost me about $25 on Amazon. For power, I'm using the Thermaltake Tough Power GX2, a 600-watt 80+ gold rated unit. It usually runs about $60 on Amazon, but I grabbed mine during Prime Day for $50. It is a solid and reliable choice, especially for mid-tier gaming PC builds like this one. For the case, I'm going with my go-to Micro ATX chassis, the Game Max Vista. You can usually find it on Newegg for around $50 to $55, and for the price, it is hard to beat. To round it out, I added 6 ARGB fans from ASRock. The whole set cost me about $30 on Amazon, which is a great deal for the airflow and lighting they bring to the build. And finally, the star of this build, the GPU. This is the RX 9060 XT Challenger card from ASRock, and it packs 16GB of VRAM. Honestly, I was surprised by how well it performs. I can confidently call this a 1440p card as long as you're not pushing ray tracing too hard. But even without RT, the image quality is excellent, sharp, smooth, and super crisp. So, not really much else to say other than I believe that this build checked most, if not all, the boxes that you might be looking for in a gaming PC in 2025. It's on a decent budget, it's current gen, you can play at 1440p, it has the coveted extra gigabytes of VRAM on the GPU, and for the price, I think that it looks pretty good, but I'll let you guys be the judges, so do leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, if you need help with your PC part list, do reach out. My info is on the description. And like always, if I was able to be of any help, or if you just enjoy our time together, smash the like button, the subscribe button. Until next time, happy gaming!